Oh, right.
So you just played your first Groezrock show.
Yeah.
We have.
What was it like?
Fantastic. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
First time we've been here, we've heard a lot about the festival. Lots of friends of ours have played here before. Last week we were in California, we were speaking to some of the guys from Rancid, and they were saying what a good show it is, and we'll have fun. And that's how it proved to work out as well. Yeah.
There was, I had the feeling there was a lot of unity.
Yeah.
Is it always like that? The interaction with the crowd and everywhere you go?
Yeah, we try to encourage that. We want everybody to have a good time. You know, we thought today particularly long and hard about the songs to play and the set to play, and we wanted to try to win some new friends, because obviously there were people there that probably never seen us before, but at the same time there were people there that knew us, so we wanted to play the old songs for those as well. If there was unity, that was our ambition. That's what we aimed for.
That's great.
It's almost got better over the years as well. If you go back to the old days, there was always lots of divisions. In the UK, it was years ago. It would be about football. So you would have different football teams, and then it would be the north of England v the south of England, or Scotland v England, or whatever. And now, the people that are left in the scene are here because they have a passion for the music. So all the people that it was just a fashion for, they've all gone, and the people left love the music. And our shows, we always used to think that it would be our generation coming to watch us, but the fans are getting younger and younger. There's a good mix of male and female. There's a mix of punks, skins, hardcore kids, just normal people, and that's all. As a band, when you set out to write songs, that's all you hope is that you reach an audience and they feel safe together. And even within our scene, there's a lot of other bands where it's the guys with their shirts off and dancing really tough, and you think a lot of people sort of hold back. And it's not like that at one of our shows. It's
we
like,
don't do that, do we?
No, we don't take our shirts off. You won't want us to take our shirts off. But you know, we want people to feel safe, and for us, it always feels like cup final day, like a big event where everyone's just out to have a good time. So, cheers.
Cheers, yeah.
Next.
What was it like for Sparrer?
Hang on a minute. You're the camera girl. I didn't know it was a double interview. Ah, sorry, I was listening to you. Hello, how can we help you?
Okay, hi.
Hi.
What was it like for Sparrer when you first started out? What are some of the things that you did to get noticed, and how difficult was it for you to do that?
It was really hard. I mean, like most bands coming through, it's totally different now. All right, my son's in a band, and they have the power of the internet. You know, they have these wonderful machines to get everything out there and to get people to come to the gig. We didn't have that back in 1972. You know, it was word of mouth. So if you could get a gig, you maybe have 10 people there, and you hope that next week there'd be 11 people there. And you just had to grow your business, if you like, that way, and that was the only way to do it. And to get people to have some faith in you, and in those days you couldn't do anything independently, you had to have record company money behind you, and they were very selective about who they signed, and then there were also problems that, you know, you then owed them that money for the rest of your life. So it was tough. You know, the advent of punk was probably the best thing that happened to us personally, because it opened doors and venues became available to play, and the people that promoted those shows weren't necessarily interested in how good you were. It's just whether they considered you to be a punk band and whether you brought a few people into the show. So it's changed a lot over the years. But early on, our only concentration was on firstly getting some gigs, from learning our trade, learning our business as a band, and then trying to make some records and get it out in the world to everybody else. We're lucky. You know, we feel now as though our career, if you like, has been very lucky. We've got to a stage now where we're just having so much fun, you know. And as Daryl says, if people coming to the shows go away with that impression as well, that they've had a really good night out, then we've achieved our aim.
Last week, your new record "Forever" was released.
Back on this side now. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to you again. Go on.
Yeah. Does it mean that the band has no intention of quitting at all, and the music will live on forever?
Well, I think the very fact that the title there, Forever, I think we were very conscious that the music will live on forever. You know, long after we've gone, long after we stop and we can't do it anymore, there's one thing you've left behind, and that is your music. So even if we never played a note again, it is there forever. We don't plan on stopping as long as we're enjoying it, and as long as we're healthy and people are enjoying and want to come and see us, we'll keep going. So it wasn't really an ending, but we were very conscious that we've got this amazing we got this amazing life that we can live with our music and get to see the world, meet new friends, meet new people. And
that's exactly how the title came about. We were struggling to think of a name for the album. One of the guys, the American guys who works at the record company, were just sitting around in an airport waiting to...
Sorry, you want to come and get the biggest beer bottle
waiting waiting to come home, and the subject came up again. It was a case of, you know, we need now...
Shut the door, Mick.
It's being recorded.
Shut the door. It's on video. Sorry about it. It's very amateur. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So we were sitting around the airport, and the subject of what we should call the album came up again, and this guy just said, look, why don't you call it Forever? And we all went, why should we call it that? He said, because that's what it will mean, is that long after you guys finish playing, your legacy will be that those songs are still there. And we looked at each other and went, oh, Forever's been done before. And we worked out that the Spice Girls had done it, and Batman had done it. So we said, well, we're a good company, so yeah, Forever's great.
Sometimes some bands, you see them on the first night of the show, of the tour, I mean,
Yeah.
and then they all live very far away, especially American bands, they all live very far away, and it's the first night of the tour, and you see that they still need a lot more practice. So that can be a bummer as well.
Yeah.
It all depends on the band.
Yes.
Okay, yours, Sarah?
I like this taking in turns.
What moments stand out in your career above anything else?
Question.
That's a very good question.
I think I don't know when it was, but the period of time when people started to come to the shows and sing the songs back at us. I think that was the first time that we sort of looked at each other and thought, oh, you know, they like it.
Feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't place it to a time or a country or even, but for me that was, as a singer, that was I don't have to sing as much when they're singing, so I can put the mic there and they can get on with it, you know. So that for me was a good time.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my moment. There's so many highlights. You know, personal highlights would be my first show with the band. I was a fan of the band before I was in the band. I'm a new boy. I've only been in the band 25 years.
Only.
So I was a fan and listened to the band before, you know, before I was in them. So my first show was a special moment for me. And being able to achieve things like playing in countries that you never would have got to, but this wonderful vehicle of being with your friends, playing the music you love, and getting to countries that, you know, I would never get to. We're all working people. We wouldn't have had the money to go to Argentina or Brazil or Croatia or Serbia or whatever.
Fill it up.
Up to you, really.
No, I'm not really.
No. Yeah. And yeah, so it's, I think, and without sounding really like all Hollywood and I think every gig is special, because we never just go through the motions and just go, oh, it's another one, blah, blah. Every gig is special because we meet new people, we reconnect with old friends, and because we don't do too much, every gig is an event, you know? So yeah, everyone's special for us, really.
But we think about that consciously because we get gig offers to go back to a place that maybe we played last year, and we say it's too soon. You know, let's leave it another year, then we'll go back then.
Because we don't want anyone to go, oh, it's just them again.
Yeah.
We want
I'll
people
catch
to
up
go,
next time they come through, you know.
They're playing, we haven't seen them for 3 years, and everyone comes out. I'm not sure they would go, like that. They might just go, they might just look on their phone and do that. Friday.
You write songs that come from the heart. Does that work therapeutically for you in a way that it helps to deal with certain things in life?
Honestly,
You
for
can say
me,
no.
for me,
You answer this one, I'll be back in 1 second.
yeah. For me, I can't speak for Burge. The bass player, Burge, has historically written all the Cock Sparrer songs. The last 2 albums, I've written half, he's written half, and then the band all write together then once the song is there. For me, it's not like therapeutic. It doesn't really, it's not a release. But you don't write anything for like a year or 2 years or 3 years, and it's something will really annoy you or you're really passionate about, and we've still got something to say, you know. And if that's why we haven't done an album for 10 years. We're not just writing because it's time to write an album, let's write another one. We wait until we have something to say, and that's why we can get a collection of songs that we hope mean something to other people as well. So it's not really therapy or therapeutic, but we certainly don't just write songs to order. We wait until there's, you know, something we want to write about.
Yeah. Do you have one more? Let me see. Your songs have been covered by many other bands. Which band did a very good job on playing one of your songs according to you?
There's been lots of bands that I personally really respect that have covered us. So Agnostic Fronts, there's too many to mention really, but there was a couple that I really like, and there was a band in England called the Dead Pets, and they were a young punk band with a brass section, and they did We're Coming Back, I think they did, and that was really, really good. Who's covered our songs that we think there's so many that we actually like?
Agnostic Front, you said them.
Yeah.
Bouncing Souls.
Yeah, the Bouncing Souls did a really good cover actually.
When
That's
they
a
were
really,
young.
yeah. In fact,
Yeah.
I think my wife knew a Cock Sparrer song when I met her,
Yeah.
because it was she thought it was a Bouncing Soul song. I was like, no, that's
I'm
us.
sure still some
But,
of
yeah.
some of the Bouncing Souls fans
Yeah.
might not
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are lots of people that, and we're always very humbled when somebody covers one of our songs. You know, it's not anything we take for granted. It's pretty cool still.
We've also had a number of bands that have named themselves after our songs as well.
Yeah, I'm in one of them.
Yeah, he's in one of them.
Archie.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
So, yeah. And bands that have named themselves after album titles and stuff. So.
Okay, I have one last question.
Is it going to take 3 minutes for us to answer?
Then it depends on you.
No, yeah, I guess not.
Was his shirt on?
Yeah, shut off. Interviews off, finish.
That battery
Take
again.
me off.
What are some of your favorite 21st century bands?
Whoa, 21st century bands. There's a lot, that's the positive thing about this scene as well, is there are lots of good new bands coming through. And the problem for us is that they all sound really good. Everyone's production in the studio sounds better, and that's something that with our new album that we've just done, Forever, available from all good record shops.
Or whatever.
Whatever. We really wanted this to sound better than anything else we've had in the past. Previously, we've had good songs, but the production has not been so good. And now, like especially bands coming out of America, they all sound so great. So we had to, it forced us to think about things a bit more and think about what studios to use, what equipment to use, because we wanted something that was strong sounding. So there are so many good bands that not only have good songs now, but they sound good as well. Favourites?
I'm going to mention my son's band and plug him here because I'm wearing his t-shirt. Good young band, all good-looking boys, write great songs, have far too much energy for my liking. They're doing really
Nothing
well.
like Take That.
Nothing like Take That. They could be like Take That. I'll tell him who said that. Yeah, so the Barstool Preachers are a band that's coming through. They play a lot in Europe at the moment, and when we do the club and pub shows in the UK, they're going to be on the bill with us as well later in the year. So that'll be good fun.
Yeah.
There's loads of great bands that are coming through on the scene at the moment. You know.
We've got, and the good thing with doing our small shows that we're doing later this year, we've been able to sort of choose some of the bands from this sort of street punk side of things, you've got bands in the UK like Arch Rivals, Crown Court are really good, Angry Agenda, and even out of America, there's a lot of good bands like Noise, Roadside Bombs, Old Firm Casuals. Their last album was really
Suede
good.
Razors.
Yeah, Suede. So, there's lots of. It's a very healthy scene, and some bands I consider new, like in England, Deadline were a great band, but actually they formed like 15 years ago now. So things that you think are new aren't actually new band, but still would have been a 21st century band.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's lots of bands. It's very healthy. It's good that, and it's great when you find a new young band that you really like. I mean, my head is so full of music. I almost have no space for anything more. And when you get a new record, you go, "That's really fucking good." It's exciting still. So yeah.
We were listening to Roadside Bombs, weren't we?
Yeah.
We was in California last week, and there's a really, really good band there. And we listened to some of their stuff, and it made us sort of sit up and think, "Wow, this is really good."
Well, I didn't know who they were for my sins, and a track came on in the van. I said, "Who's this?" And the driver said, "Oh, Roadside Bombs." And he had stuff on like random. And then 10 minutes later, another song came on. I said, "This is really good. Who's this band?"
And
It's the same band. Happened 3 times. I was like, "Okay, that's a band I have to check out." Yeah.
Cock Sparrer, good, young, up and coming.
Archie Bargy.
21st century band.